there are many systems on the market, and sometimes it's difficult to be able to find the right one. I know we are all trying to find a top filler brand. We all want to use a good toxin, but we should be also careful when we select the PRP or fluid PRF. So as I said, PRP is the first generation. PRF was the second generation. If you have a look here, you can see that there are many differences in terms of growth factor concentrations and also in terms of centrifugation times, speed, and handling. And what I call the benefits of the second generation is that due to the fibrinogen, it really outperforms the first. But the second generation has some weak spots, it's time consuming, and frequently it's rich in leukocytes. So ideally, a third generation PRP or PRF should have all the benefits from the second generation, but should be poor in leukocytes and fast in preparation. And this exists. That's the system I'm using for a couple of years now, and many of you as well. It's available in Canada too. That's the so-called autologous conditioned plasma. And this is the double syringe made by Artrix. And this allows you to prepare in only 5 minutes a leukocyte-poor fluid PRF, either in a fluid or in a solid state. For us in aesthetics, usually the fluid state is the interesting one. For dentists or practitioners who do wound care treatments, the solid state could be interesting, but for us, usually the fluid one is the right one to go. Selection criteria for a PRP or PRF system. Of course, it should be closed, it should be sterile, fast, and pyrogen-free. Pyrogen-free is important because all these test tubes, they are sterile, but they are usually only designed for laboratory use, so they are not pyrogen-free, and then they can induce fever and inflammation. Whereas a system that is classified as a medical device and approved for preparation and re-injection of PRP is pyrogen-free. Of course, we want to get a reliable, elevated platelet concentration. The sweet spot, as I said, seems to be around 2.5 to 3 times over baseline. We want to have a leukocyte-poor preparation. And we want to have a manufacturer whom we could trust. And actually, I trust the Artrix ACP a lot. It's the global market leader. It's in orthopedics available for over 10 years. Actually, my brother is an orthopedic surgeon, and he's using this for a very long time. And he's very happy with that as well, because he says in a critical environment like joints, it's extremely important to have the safest system available. And Artrix is the only system wherever an FDA-sanctioned level 1 showed safety and efficacy. And I say also in aesthetics, safety and efficacy is important. That's why I prefer this system as well. Of course, a system must be cleared by the local authority. And it's very interesting in Europe, but also in Canada, when you go to conferences, you sometimes see new systems that are on the market, and they do not seem to be cleared by the local authorities. So be very careful, have a look at the website there of Health Canada, for example, and check if they are locally registered. Also check the company's website. Sometimes you do not even find an imprint of their website. And if somebody like that wants to sell you a device, be very cautious and consider purchasing it from a serious company. Of course, we want to see efficacy in terms of medical and scientific data. On PubMed, there should be articles available, independent articles, peer-reviewed articles, and there the platelet concentration should be measured and testified. Because it's very easy to print a high glossy brochure where you can put on each and everything, in fact. Nobody controls you. But on PubMed, if you go there and have a look on the platelet concentration, or on some conferences, they do live sessions, sometimes there is a big wow effect, and you can't believe what you hear there, that there is a big deviation from marketing materials and the truth. So you can see various systems on the market. I just picked out the three most popular ones that I know from Germany, and I guess they're also very popular in Canada. The ACP is the double syringe here on the right. In the middle, there is Eclipse or Celenis or Ester Medical. These are all OEM brands, all the same manufacturer. And on the right, the Region Lab tube. If you have a look on these systems, you see a big difference. The tubes, they have a separation gel. And this separation gel is actually a nice idea. You separate out the red blood cells, even with a cheap 45 degrees fixed angle rotor centrifuge, small centrifuge. But the problem is you need a very high G-force that this gel changes from liquid to solid or lets through the red blood cells. And the big problem is that due to the high G-force, you damage the platelets, and many platelets get stick to the separation gel, and you will never ever get them out again. So the superior way of preparation is to use a swing-out rotor centrifuge and to do the centrifugation in a totally horizontal position like you do it with the ACP. And you see you're getting a very clear separation there without any separation gel as well.